enlargement things. So I just
Oh,
get
hey, I think we're
advertisements
live.
of dick enlargements.
We are live.
Yeah, stop sending dick enlargements to my phone, okay? I don't need. I'm not clicking on your links. All right,
That's called targeted advertising. Get used to it.
It's like Facebook's listening. Anyway, welcome to the Punk Rock Libertarians podcast.
Yeah, it's like it's like they know what's up.
Episode 405. I'm Otto, and I'm joined tonight with Jared.
What's up, guys?
Lil MK Ultra.
What's up, boys?
The senior government analyst, and K-Wags.
Great to be with you.
Hey guys.
Oh man. Oh god. What a past 24 hours. I must have drank. Me and Alex hung out yesterday. Jared ditched us because he only wants to hang out with his normie friends.
I didn't ditch you. I was never there to begin with.
You left us hanging. We went out to the Guinness Brewery. It was me, Alex, the ladies, my kids, and that stuff. We just went out there. There's like a whole outdoor seating and stuff like that, and the kids just ran around and played and had some ice cream. I had like 3 gallons of alcohol,
Copious amounts of beer.
and then if that wasn't enough, then I dropped the kids off at my father-in-law's house, and then me and Alex and my wife, we all went to the bar in Catonsville, and then I consumed more quarts and gallons of
I
alcohol.
hope your wife was driving, man.
And then for fun, we decided to go to another bar where I had more alcohol.
Wow, damn! I
bar
missed
hopping
out.
on a Sunday.
Yeah, it was a Sunday.
So if anybody got a text message from me or you saw my weepy post on Facebook, I apologize. I do appreciate you.
But he
does.
He wants to confirm that he has not found Jesus. He has not gone the Bergman route yet.
I'm not that far. I was very appreciative, and I was just talking about life and things that had been on. I don't know. I have no fucking clue.
Did you
What
like
was
the
the
meme that I
weekly
sent you?
post?
The touching meme I sent you?
I don't even want to. Oh, it's so cringe. I don't even want to click. I haven't looked at it all day.
People were like, Otto. He said something like, "You gotta love and forgive people," which that's fine.
That's the one.
But then people were like, Otto, has your account been hacked? And he kept responding, no, my soul has been hacked. That's why I was like, oh no, did Otto find
again?
Jesus?
All right, it's a short. No. Let's just read it. It's very short. It says,
this is what a case of White Claw will do.
No. This was I drank nothing but the South African hops IPAs. Then I had like 4 Dundalk Callings, and I had 3 of the
Dundalk Calling there.
Yeah, this was we went to the other bar.
Oh right.
Yeah, and then I had like 3 other IPA. I mean, I didn't have anything but IPA yesterday. So
yeah,
this wasn't a White Claw.
It says people need to learn how to forgive and love each other. It takes practice. It's very touching.
Stupid.
I mean,
so stupid.
You want to tell us? You want to tell us what that means?
I co-sign that.
I don't know. I was just thinking a lot about I don't know. I don't even know.
Is your depression solved, Otto?
You should see the comments I left on people's page. I just was like, I appreciate you.
You should see the dick pic you sent me.
Is that why you sent me all those advertisements?
That's the question.
I don't know.
Who are you loving and forgiving? Are you your haters?
I don't know.
The cops.
All right, this banned user says, on this low-res screen, Kyle looks like he's related to Bab, and they both have a Michael Douglas and Falling Down vibe going on today.
What's going on with that?
I just got a haircut today, so I'm looking very corporate, I think.
I'm actually falling down, so yeah.
You're also frozen on our screen.
Yeah, you're frozen as fuck too.
But we can hear you.
Frozen right now.
Yeah.
Your audio is fine though. You might just want to cut off the video.
Yeah, this was.
I was leaving. I was looking at my text messages today too, and I was just like, "Oh, why did I send that?" I don't even remember. And I was telling my brothers how much I appreciate them and I love them.
You're a loving.
I was like, yeah. Otto's like, I'm being a good person. I must have been drunk.
This is why you shouldn't drink like that. That's just like that's stupid. You know, like now you're forever going to be embarrassed because you got drunk and then you were nice. You know.
No, I have friends like that, right? There's like two buckets. You got the loving drunks that like they're I love you, man. They hug you.
Yeah.
They get very warm and affectionate, and then it goes the other way where you get the guys that like they get really angry.
Drunks.
Angry, they're breaking shit. They want to fight everybody. You know, mean.
I hate
It's kind of like Alex, right?
Wait, what? No,
Maybe
that's,
like this.
Alex gets thrown out of bars. And...
that's only during Eagles games.
But Alex was there with me the whole time, and like
Yeah.
you were like we were drinking the same amount.
Did he
Yeah.
hug you, Alex?
no auto
this wasn't-
hugs.
This was like on the way home. Me and my wife were just talking, and I'm just.
Yeah,
Just
it's my
important.
last day. It's my last time drinking, except for 3 exceptions between now and November, because I got coerced. Well, not coerced. I guess maybe motivated to get
Motivated.
to run. One of Maryland Mises Caucus members. He's a donor. He's gonna do a Rocky 10-mile run. I guess it's in November up in Philly. So I'm like, all right, I need to get my ass in shape. That's plenty of time. So yesterday was the last day drinking until August for a couple days. The lady and I are going to Jamaica, so probably
Oh
then.
yeah.
But other than that, probably gonna stay off the sauce until November and do these 10 miles.
Can you run, Alex? Like, do you?
I mean, I haven't run in a couple years, like so. But I mean, you know, I'm kind of staying in shape, but not really. But I need
You'll be
something
fine.
to like. I need something to like strive for.
This is a
between
Mises
now.
Caucus event.
No.
No, it's just one of my buddies in the caucus here in Maryland was like, "Hey, man, I'm going to sign up for this. You want to do it?" And it's in November, so I think that's plenty of time for me to get back into running shape.
Because if you were only racing against like Mises Caucus members, I'd feel like you have that nailed.
Oh yeah, I think it'd be all right. But I mean, it's just I just want to be able to do the whole 10 miles. So more to come on that. I'll probably we'll raise some funds maybe or do something for it if I finish.
Just remember, you never know when you're going to have to run from the cops. Being able to run 10 miles is going to give you a real advantage when the time.
Cardio, rule number 1, right? Cardio.
Yeah.
You got to get ready to do some Patriot shit.
It motivated me, so I also signed up to run the 5K. Now I'm not doing the 10 miles.
Whoa!
I'll do the 5K.
Oh, you're doing the 5K?
I'll do the 5K.
You gonna start training now?
I've done a 5K before. I've done it in the
Back when you were in
past
shape,
5
or-
years. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. I was like 70 pounds lighter, but
Yeah.
I did one in Moncton. It was crazy. It was
See,
the
but now you'll
second
have
mile
more-
was all uphill.
Oh,
You'll
yeah,
have
that
more
was.
momentum this year, right? Like once you get going, you have more inertia.
Yeah, is it all downhill? Can you roll?
No, the one 5K I ran, it was literally half of it was uphill. And I was like, this sucks. Like it was at the Heavy Seas Brewery, like kind of near my house. And I remember just running on it and like, okay, cool. And then I'm like, oh shit, this is all the way up the hill. And then you like plateau and then you go up another hill and then you kind of coast down for the rest of it. But still, I was like, this sucks.
Yeah. Damn.
But I did, and I wasn't last.
I was trying to convince Otto to start lifting his weights last week.
Oh, that's
on
right.
The
You
after
did
hours.
message me. I meant to message you back, and I forgot to.
That's all right. He showed me his weights on the after hours. I was like, start lifting those babies, man.
I know.
Got a nice weight set.
Yeah, I just kind of been.
What is it? A solo flex?
He's got some free weights.
It's the home gym. It's the who's it?
Bowflex.
Bowflex?
Not the Bowflex.
You have one of those groin machines. You know what I'm talking about? You spread your legs.
Oh, the Suzanne Summers Thigh Masters.
The shake weights.
The shake weights.
Shake weights.
I don't want to know what kind of machines Kyle's using between his legs. I really don't want to know.
But yeah, so I was like, and this was before I got drunk. I committed to this, so that's I was like, I'm in. I got till November. I'm in. Like, let's do this.
Well, it's only 5K. Where as Alex is doing
2.5
10
miles.
Yes.
That's not only is it like, it's a different unit as well. Like
Yeah, those are American numbers.
That's like what 3.2 miles. I
was doing the metric system run. I'm doing
Yeah,
that.
I guess it's 3.2.
Signing. I have like no cartilage left in my knees. I am not running 10 miles.
I mean, I'll be impressed if you do 5K, dude.
Well,
I'll be impressed if you live.
Wow. Thanks for the encouragement.
You could walk it. You could always walk if you need to.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm doing that. I don't walk. I
want you
at
to
least keep
finish
a
in
job.
at least an hour.
I forget what my time was. I forget what my time was last.
I mean,
time. I know I was like, I came in like 400th place out of 700, so I was good.
So yeah, it's average.
I did all
It's
right.
like Biden at graduating at the top of his law school, right?
I mean, if you do an hour, that's like a 17-minute mile or something.
Oh no, it was well under an hour. I think it was like 36 minutes or something like that.
That's pretty good. That's
Yeah,
that's like 11-minute miles.
Yeah,
It's not
I
bad.
think it was something. I think that's where I clocked in at. I can't remember. That was like 5 years ago. Anyway,
Well,
but yeah, I was
congrats
just
on taking
doing
on
the
that
motivation.
challenge.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Alex
good job.
sparked me into that, and then I led the rest of the night, loving everyone and everything, and getting weepy and emotional. And so, if I commented on your Facebook profile or page
Just
or sent you a text,
disregard.
I apologize. Yeah, just disregard. I mean
Disregard.
it, but I didn't mean to sound so creepy when I was doing it.
He didn't mean to say it and embarrass himself in a drunken.
He actually hates you, and he holds grudges.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, only against the owners of the owner of what was it? Curves Gym.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that guy.
I thought you were gonna segue into. Did you hear Condoleezza Rice is going to be a partial owner of the Broncos?
Yeah, I heard that.
Wait, I thought
Wait a minute.
No,
She's
I
not
thought
on
it was
trial for war
Obama.
crimes still?
was it Obama or Rice?
Condoleezza Rice.
Condoleezza Rice.
Cunnilingus Rice.
I bet the
Yeah,
left
dude, she's
loves
buying a
her,
football
right?
team.
I bet does the left totally love her?
Yes. Yes.
Well, yeah, they love Liz Cheney now. They love George Bush now.
Right. Anybody who's anti-Trump is they're gonna love.
Yeah,
Dude, it's getting bad, man. The
What a
amount
week.
of like hypocrisy that's going on. I think it. Shit, what topic was it? It's one of the topics we wanted to get to tonight, but there's been a lot going on recently in the past few days. Like I feel like once we ended the podcast, like shit just started popping off from it was Tuesday we recorded, right?
Well, we're in a new timeline because of that CERN, the
Yes,
super collider.
CERN. I know.
So, ever since they did that,
Right.
we're in some insane timeline right now.
Yeah.
What is that, Alex?
So it's a super collider. What is it? It's over in Switzerland. So they basically clash atoms at high speed in this
They take
loop in a
particles and whiz them
vacuum.
around. Yeah, that loop is what, like 20 miles in diameter, like this humongous facility. CERN does play a very important role in the science community. And that is to spend billions of dollars of grant money for basically nothing.
Right.
Those dollars aren't going to waste themselves. I mean,
That's right. You got to have something to show for it when you're going to spend that kind of cash.
The European Organization for Nuclear Research, which they, obviously Europe's not going to convert to nuclear anytime soon. They're shutting down nuclear plants over there, but they're whizzing these particles around and changing timelines. I don't know
that's
what
how a nuclear reactor works anyway, right? It's splitting atoms, breaking atoms apart.
Well, this is hitting things together, and it's like it breaks things into the subatomic particles like quarks and neutrinos and anti-neutrino. Like I don't know, like we got 3 new ones. It's all speculative, and it'll probably be it's not going to change anything for anybody as far as I know.
Yeah,
it's not like we invented time travel finally, or we just ripped a new space hole, like nothing.
Yeah. They're still not moving as fast as Otto is when he runs that 3K or 5K, right?
Right. Imagine just me running into things and this thing, and they turn it on. I'm just running around, smacking into particles.
So what do we want to kick? What do we want to kick
Some
off
high-end
in this?
collisions.
in this past week here. I mean, we could
dude.
start with the laptops being
No.
exposed.
Let's do the Guidestones, man. The
Guidestones.
domestic terrorists.
Right?
They exploded. Which might I add, they have a video of the car, but they don't have a video of the guy getting out of the car, unless he's got like an RPG in his car and he's.
What kind of car is it?
I don't know.
I didn't see the car.
It was a DeLorean.
I saw the explosion.
You didn't see the car pulling up in the surveillance?
I did. I just saw the explosion. Maybe somebody did come from the future to destroy it, right? Like somebody
That's
was
what I'm
like, "Oh no, they followed the Georgia Guidestones. Oh no, we're gonna have to go back in time and fix it."
You got to give people a little background that don't know anything about these. Like I didn't know until I researched a little bit. Is anybody an expert on these Guidestones?
Yeah, I've got a degree in weird,
not an expert,
weird rock
like
formations,
you know something about
man-made
right?
rock formations.
Well,
So
it
built
starts
in
with
1980.
start with some asshole eugenicist with a budget, right? In the 70s, these assholes were like, God, if only we could reduce the world's population to 500,000, which was like killing like 85% of people, right? Like,
Right.
So they had these crazy ideas, and if you read there's like
Here we go. The
like all these
inscription read,
recommendations. There's
maintain-
recommendations on how to basically rule people.
right.
It's completely collectivist, horrible, eugenicist garbage.
Whose phone is that?
And finally, that's mine. My
Oh.
mom keeps calling. Sorry, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
That's the name of the podcast. Sorry.
So
Mom.
here's the inscription. Here's the 10
Look at that crap up.
things.
Commandments.
Guides.
What a waste
Maintain
of
humanity
granite.
under 500 million in perpetual balance with
Any
nature.
suspects? Do you think are they gonna crack the case?
I don't know, man.
Not yet. I don't know.
Guide
Let's-
reproduction wisely, improving
Oh.
fitness and diversity. Unite humanity with a living new language. Rule passion, faith, tradition, all things with tempered reason. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. It's not bad.
Central
I like that
world
one.
government,
Balance personal
population
rights.
control,
Yeah, balance personal
ruling
rights
the
with
right
social
way.
duties.
There's
Pri-
nothing good in there.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's also got a channel through the stone indicates a celestial pole. Horizontal slot indicates annual travel of sun. There's like, I guess there's like holes in it where like when the planets align in a certain way. Look at Bab's face when that's frozen.
It's frozen on Matt.
Yeah.
So it was in, and then on each kind of like wall, it was in multiple different languages. So English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindu, Hebrew, Arabic, Chinese, and Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Wow,
kind
Russian.
of what is it? Arrogant, maybe arrogant to be like, hey, here are your commandments, right? These are the 10 commandments, and maybe someday somebody will read these and be like, this is the way we have to follow this, you know. But it's also kind of generic. Yeah, have good laws. Thanks. Yeah, we'll you know. I mean,
Yeah.
like other than the
Kyle, doesn't that resonate with you as a statist? I mean, isn't that kind of like what you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, if it said something about property rights, maybe, you know, but it maintain the population under 500 million when we already have, you know, probably 5 billion at that point. It's like, so somebody told me that it was this is for after an apocalyptic event that wipes out most of the population. These are tips for the go forward, you know. Maybe they thought these stones would survive the comet hit or something.
Turns out
that
they were
wiped out the
wrong.
rest of us. It turns out that
Turns out
they
it
did
could
not
not
survive the
Yeah,
the
it could not
firecracker
survive
bomb.
the calamity of some like drunk redneck who like snuck back some explosives from Afghanistan, like
Yeah, the 4th of July
some
fireworks. got 'em.
tannerite or something, you know.
Yeah,
The project cost over $100,000 at the time.
It was built in 1980.
I
So
thought
Would
they
be
didn't know
like
who built it.
373 today.
that's
I
it.
thought that-
Yeah, I thought it would be more than that, but
I thought it'd be like
apparently
a
that was it.
million. That surprises me, but
I mean, it's just fucking concrete.
yeah,
It's
It
not
Oh,
like-
wasn't even like marble or granite.
No,
or
it was
some,
marble. Or it was like granite or
No,
marble.
it's not
No,
marble,
it was
dude.
granite. Granite. Yeah, granite. It was granite.
Okay.
well, you got to buy all the land.
It's
I
not
don't
like
know.
a granite countertop,
It's
dude.
on
It's
public-
like rough granite.
I thought literally someone just overnight just put it there and donated it to land, and no one knows who did it.
No, it was a man
No.
using the no one knows because it was a man using the pseudonym Robert C. Christian approached the Elberton Granite Finishing Company on behalf of a small group of loyal Americans, in quotes, and
That's
commissioned the
creepy.
structure. But apparently, like, the company tried to dissuade him by giving him like a super high quote, which I guess was 100,000, and he just was like, "Sure."
I
Yeah,
have
we're
a
gonna,
feeling
we're gonna get $100,000 from these dumbass eugenicists.
Right.
it seems like he was the group, right? This is such a weird idea. Like, let's put this
Probably.
in. It seems like one guy's idea, really. You know, how do you get a group of investors to be like, yeah, this is a good idea. Let's put these generic ideas in multiple
But hold on,
languages.
this is interesting. On March 22nd, 1980, the monument was unveiled by Congressman Doug Barnard before an audience of between 200 and 300 people.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
What's this guy's
Yep.
background? Let's look into him.
World Economic Forum. Turns out, yeah, he was
Pedophile. Epstein's Island.
It's Stacey Abrams' dad.
Yeah.
Klaus Schwab's distant cousin.
Well, he is from
Part of like the black, like, you know, some, yeah, who knows? This goes back. It's rooted in Satan, like some satanic or some cult or something. It's
well, you know, good riddance. And it was owned, I think it was owned by the county currently. So, you know, whatever.
No great loss.
yeah, forget.
I don't know.
I would have liked to visit it. I'd like to see it just to see what the
Yeah.
hell it was all
At least
about.
we have what it said in Wikipedia.
So have they caught the person that did it yet or no?
I don't think so.
I haven't heard
No.
that they have. With all our technology, you know, you would think facial recognition and license plate readers,
They
they
don't-
would have the guy.
They don't even show him getting. They show him the car. The video. The only one I've seen it dozens of times. The guy just pulls on up. You see him stop the car, and then the scene then just like cuts out, and then it goes to the video of the Guidestones that they have set the security camera, and also the shit just explodes, and you're like, how did that happen?
Do you think he was disappointed that they didn't all the slabs didn't fall down? Like only one of the slabs fell, I think.
Yes, I bet he was. He probably envisioned a domino thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have got.
Then
Look,
I think
he
the
should have
county
gotten
came in
George.
and just knocked over what was left.
If he was thinking, he would have gotten George Bush to do it.
Right.
He's like, damn it, just got Swahili.
They didn't find a passport or anything. There wasn't a passport
Yeah,
amongst
he
the rubble.
Wasn't it a C4 or?
Oh god damn.
Yeah,
That
what's
was
the
so
nature of
funny.
the explosive? I mean, there's got to be some kind of information
There's-
on this. Or is anybody even investigating it?
I hope not, because fuck that. Who cares? Fuck your stupid stuff.
Good.
And then all the like the leftists think that they're owning that. They're like, oh, so now you guys are okay with destroying private property. We're like, it's public property. Like,
And it's
Yeah,
from
it's
some
public property.
eugenicist assholes, and that's right. It deserves to get blown up. Who gives a crap?
You got some
Here's
video.
the video. I don't think there's any audio, but
No. Boom.
boom, kaboom.
It looks like dynamite or something.
Yeah,
Or a
probably.
grenade.
Nah, probably dynamite.
No. Yeah, but I can't
I
believe
wish
they
the
don't have
whole
a video.
thing.
of someone
I wish the
approaching
whole
it.
thing had gone into bits.
Well, there's something satisfying seeing the cranes having to knock down the other three for safety reasons.
For safety.
Well, because like the top stone was like leaning on the other ones. That was like just the pressure of it leaning on top was keeping it standing up. But like any storm could have came by and knocked it over. But fuck it. God, I was like, just crush them down. Who cares?
Matt Rice says they're gonna build the Guidestones back better.
Probably in the budget.
Oh god.
Well, maybe this will be used as like, see, we've got
Why don't we
domestic-
put up-
the domestic terrorism we warned you about. Here it is.
Why don't we put up some like libertarian Guidestones? You know?
Hell yeah.
Leave people alone and just
Yeah.
end it.
Yeah, it's just in giant like stone text. Leave people the hell alone. Stay
Yeah.
off my lawn.
or don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
Right.
Yeah, something like that.
Exactly.
In Swahili.
In Swahili.
And all those languages. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
Sounds like a great idea.
Oh man.
I don't want to mess up the topic order, but did you guys put
Too right.
Abe on there? The Japanese prime minister?
Oh, shit, dude.
No, we did not, Kyle. This is why we have you on.
Jesus, guys.
I know.
Was
Story of the
is he
week.
the
When it
current
rains,
prime,
it
is he the
pours.
current prime minister or a
No,
candidate?
no, no,
He's
no.
dead now.
He was the former. Yes, he was the former
nothing
prime
now.
minister.
But he was former, yeah. I think
Yeah.
his term was up in like 2016 or something.
But he was running again as like the MAGA guy. Like,
yeah.
he
I
was-
think it was more recent than that, Jared, because he was in there like
maybe
when
it's
Trump was
maybe
in
it's
there.
2020.
I think it was 2020. I think it was 2020. Well, so apparently, from what I heard, he wanted to get rid of, because anybody doesn't know, Japan has a constitution that was literally like written by Americans that said, "Hey, you guys can't do anything ever again that would ever constitute, anything that would be considered an act
Like
of
have a
aggression."
navy.
Right.
Yeah,
you don't get a
exactly.
navy.
You don't get to defend
Yeah,
yourself.
they can't have like
But
a
don't
military,
worry, we got
right?
plenty of soldiers to leave on Okinawa to keep an eye on you guys.
Otto, is it a navy or an entire military that they're not allowed to have?
They have what they have, like the self-defense forces, but they don't have an army. But I guarantee you, if you
Well, what did they use to fight Godzilla and whatnot? Don't they have like a special force that's still allowed for? I mean,
I don't
Dude,
know.
I love those old movies. They're great.
Yeah, I
Well,
watched
the
some
special
sumo
effects are so
wrestling.
cheesy.
I watched some
so-
sumo wrestling the other day. The Japanese have a fascination with like gigantic wrestlers, gigantic boxers, anything big, monsters, Godzilla, King Kong. They love that stuff.
All right.
Yeah,
Who doesn't?
I saw the video. Did you see the? Did you actually witness the video or see the videos? I'm trying to find
No.
it. I
I've
sent
seen
it.
the unedited version. Is there an unedited version? Like, you actually-
Well, you see it from a distance, but then there's
see,
a
like,
conspiracy
what-
theory about it. that-
So
God.
Japan,
what do you
so
know
Japan
about
is
the
oh,
homemade
God.
weapon? I thought the interesting part of the story was
That's the
land.
yeah.
It's a land of gun control, right? So it was
Yeah.
but it was a homemade shotgun of some kind.
I hear
man.
he
It was
got
like
hit
a
by the
6
Jewish space laser.
It was like a 4 barrel like
Two.
yeah, like homemade shotgun. or
PVC
something.
pipe.
It had two
everything-
barrels.
It looked
Yeah.
like it had like 6 like it looked crazy.
You can probably pull up the image, but it was like duct taped together. How the thing actually fired. I mean, it's amazing.
Evidently, it was
That's
effective.
the Japanese ingenuity, man.
Did you guys? So the article I read had some
here
of
it is.
their gun statistics, and it was like I think in 2019 they had 3 gun-related homicides. Like for a country of 127 million people, they had 3.
Yeah.
In Baltimore we have 3 in like an afternoon. So
Right.
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it was.
What does that say about Japanese culture and Baltimore culture?
Yeah, I mean we're way more violent. I'm sure they have some knife murders,
Yeah.
but
Satana murders.
Some like samurai fights and stuff like that. I'm sure is still a problem.
I mean, if I was a gun control advocate, I'd be pointing at that all day. I'd be like, look at this, look at these numbers. I mean,
They probably yeah, but then you're like, well, look at the katana related injuries, murders and whatnot.
Yeah.
No, I think what's crazy about this is there was like the most famous like assassination that took place was in like the 1960s when the communist guy was running in Japan. He was running and like some like right-wing nationalist kid came up with like a full sword and stabbed him straight in the stomach.
Yeah.
The sword.
Dude,
you guys ever see that video?
Dude, the wild thing is I was watching that video like the day before this happened. No joke.
Really?
Yeah.
wow.
I was like, what are the fucking odds of that, dude?
I'm telling you, that CERN. It's fuck.
Oh, it could be, dude.
time.
That's great.
But yeah, no, there is. I don't know. I didn't go too down the rabbit hole because there was so much going on this week. Plus, but if you watch the video and I posted it, and it's a close
Alex, you can't believe in every conspiracy, dude.
I don't know, man. But
You
I
gotta
mean,
pick a
not-
few that you're like, no, this isn't right.
I don't know, but just the fact that there was already conspiracies, like he's alive, he wasn't shot. Like watch
yeah,
his
there's-
collar.
Every time there's those.
Because he turns, he gets like it looks like there was one shot. He turns and didn't move, and then just continues on, and then the second shot, And then they zoom in that picture. They zoomed in. You could see like inside his suit jacket that maybe it was staged, like the blood and everything. So who knows? Maybe they're. I don't know. Man.
Alex
don't know.
OD'd on red pills.
Now,
Yeah.
but what about the person who used the weapon? What do we know about them and
He's a
their
commie,
motivation
from what
and
I
their
hear.
fate?
It was something with his ties. So he apparently was against this church over there that Abe was apparently a member of, and his parents were defrauded money or something, and it was out of revenge or spite. That's what I've been hearing, but I don't know the name of.
That sounds like it might be. That might be like a cover up.
Right.
Were any innocents hurt in this event?
No.
And that's the other thing too, is a shotgun,
Thankfully.
a homemade shotgun. I mean, and it was from quite a not quite a distance, but we're talking, shotgun, you got quite a good spread, kind of spreads out everywhere. And nobody, like, it just seemed that the video, I don't know if you guys, Jared, you could post it up and watch it, but it does
I don't want to
seem a
play
little
that on
sus.
here.
Oh, okay. But it just looks a little.
If we start
sus.
showing videos of politicians getting offed on the show, I think that might.
Yeah, true. Very true.
We could start a new show that's just that kind of thing. That'd be great.
Yeah. But I don't know.
I feel like we'd be targeted.
We just started a Twitch channel where we just play videos of politicians getting killed.
Like that one guy in Pennsylvania where he just shot and killed himself on live
Oh
on TV.
gosh,
Yeah.
that's
That was
brutal.
gruesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've
But-
photoshopped it. I love that one where he has a saxophone instead of the gun. It's like named this ska band. Or what's the name of this polka band? This famous polka band. So bad.
I thought it was going to be more
brutal.
political, the assassination. I thought it was going to be more about his policy, his Japanese nationalism.
I
it's
was
a church thing.
Apparently, let me get in the dodge here.
Okay. So pretty much this guy is running from essentially the way that the news is framing it. Like this guy was running as like the MAGA guy or MAGA, make Japan great again. So I think that he was like also wanted to rewrite go back to the Constitution thing. He wanted to rewrite the Constitution to be more like, hey, it's not the American one, like the imperial state. And I guess he was favored to win.
Nationalist? Did he call himself a nationalist?
Yeah, from what I read, yeah. He was like a
here we
Japanese
go.
nationalist.
This is going to be our logo.
This is the
shit.
guy. So have you guys seen this one before?
Yeah,
No.
I saw the still shot, but
You
I
ever
never
seen this? The
never
video
saw
is
a video.
crazy.
I don't think there is a video.
Yes,
Yeah, I
there
don't
is.
think
There's a
there
live
could be.
video. No,
there?
there's a live video.
What?
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. I swear to God, look up the video. It's there. It's on YouTube.
This video is on YouTube.
Is the face of gun control, where the politicians have to get killed with a sword, right?
I mean, isn't that
Come
better
on.
though? That they actually get to suffer a little bit.
Yeah, so he bled
don't
out
know,
like
but-
on the stage and died. So so that guy's a communist, the one in the suit. He was a commie, and this dude, the right wing kid, comes. He's like a college student. He just shoves you see the video of just the whole knife going completely into the side. So at this scene here, this picture that we're looking at for people who are listening. So the famous picture is of him. He had already stabbed the guy and pulled his sword out and was going for the second stab.
This
That's
is
what
the
you
second stab.
This is the second stab.
Damn, that's like
He runs up on stage, and the guy's at the podium, and he's just like in his side, just goes straight through him. You see it on video. It's crazy.
Wow.
some Mortal Kombat finishing shit.
Look
right
at the
there.
smile on his face, dude. He's only
Well,
17.
I mean, to be fair, you said the guy was a commie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Well,
politician.
The
or
politician, yeah.
And a politician.
Well, he became a good commie then, right?
I can neither confirm or deny that.
So yeah,
We're not
apparently
gloating.
So going back to Shinzo Abe, it stems maybe from his economic ties, and then the 41-year-old who shot him with this homemade shotgun. Apparently, he told police that his mother mother was a member of a religious organization, and their family had been financially ruined after she made a huge donation. So apparently he's part of the Family Federation, the World Peace and Unification Church, the Unification Church that he was a member of. I guess it's like a very big church in Japan, I believe in Korea as well. So
yeah, but Abe promoted the church, and he hates the church. The assassin wanted to target the leader of this church as well as Abe for promoting the church. At least that's what the news is reporting thus far. So
yeah, who knows? It probably has something to do with the currency and the interest rates and the like, and they're just like, yeah, tell them it's some kind of crazy religious thing, you know, like
yeah. Or
like, okay, all right, inquiry over, some religious nut job thing next, right?
Yeah, it's a weird explanation. It's like my family was ruined financially 20 years ago by a donation to your church, so I hate you. It's weird.
Narrative writers these days don't even try, right? Like, they're so lazy.
They know people will eat it up. They don't have to try.
Well, that's a weird explanation.
I never heard the official, because I mean, I read the story as it happened, so I didn't actually like know full details after once they arrested him. But I think you just don't kill someone for that. Like, that's not someone that you spend this, because they went to his apartment and they pulled out other guns and shit that he was building. Like, he was like building some really homemade like Viet Cong type shit, like just crazy stuff. And like, there's pictures of that too, like you see. So
you're saying he was a ghost gunner?
Yeah. No.
Right? I mean, look at that narrative.
Ghost of Tsushima.
I don't know how hard it is to construct a gun. I've never tried. Have you guys tried to build a gun from scratch or from raw materials?
We wouldn't be discussing
answer that,
here.
Fed boy.
Okay.
I mean, we're allowed to conceal carry in Maryland now. You know, we got some liberty back somehow through some.
I don't know. Don't worry. They'll take it away. They'll find some way.
Yeah. After the Squeegee shooting downtown, who knows?
Yeah,
maybe not.
What's up with the Squeegee shooting?
The Squeegee kids, the Squeegee workers. There was a Kyle or Otto. You're more familiar.
All right,
with
so
the story,
I've known this issue for a long time, but Jared, you're the actual resident of Baltimore, so I'll let you handle this story.
So, I mean, this specific story, what happened was, I guess a guy was driving around in downtown Baltimore, like I think by the harbor, which is, very populated, like middle of the day. But there's these what are called squeegee boys, or as the woke news terms them, squeegee workers.
Squeegee workers.
That's
Squeegee
non-binary
workers.
squeegee person.
Right.
Squeegee.
So the squeegee non-binary workers, what they do is they basically
Squeegee
go up to your
person.
car, and sometimes they'll ask, other times they just start, but they'll squeegee your car, they'll wash your windows, and then ask you for money. But some of them get pretty aggressive, and if you don't give them money, they harass, or if you give them your phone, like someone I know did.
Your wipers on.
Yeah,
someone close to Jared.
Someone close to me, they will steal your money. And so I'm not sure what exactly led up to this, but they pissed some guy off. He got out of his truck with a baseball bat and started swinging at them. And then one of them, it was like a group of kids, one of them had a gun and ended up shooting him and killing him. So yeah, but I mean, this is just a pernicious problem in the city, is just these squeegee boys that are at like every major intersection, just harassing people. It'd be one thing if they were, respectful and were like, oh, sure, I won't touch your car, but that's not the case. They're high school dropout, or like high school, if we're lucky, dropouts. They have no prospects, and this is just what they do, and the city does jack shit about it.
Well,
Yeah,
the
they just
city
allowed
likes it.
Oh,
The
I'm
city
sorry. Here's
likes
what
it.
they've tried to do. A job fair aimed at squeegee boys starts this week.
I can't believe they
Oh
could
my
be
god.
I can't believe they could be so unwoke with that headline. Squeegee boys?
Yeah, I know.
Really?
I know.
I mean,
God.
Yeah,
this
period, sounds
They're
organization,
really
fine.
assuming a lot.
to their
Yeah, this was
credit, at
last
least they're
week, so-
trying. They're trying to get them off the corners. It's a hustle though. It's a little bit of an
Job fair
extortion.
aimed at squeegee boys. Okay, so what kind of companies are going to be like, oh yeah, let's get some of that sweet squeegee boy energy at our company?
Right.
I don't think there's any companies. I think there's just government, probably.
Probably
Well,
it's
like,
just
hey,
it's just all government. It's just all government jobs.
yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
the Baltimore
Oh,
City
Parks and
you
Rec
could be a
shit.
kindergarten teacher. Oh, you could run a health clinic. Oh, you could be a city councilman.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
You
see
can
it
run
as
the
a good-
nursing homes. Let all the COVID patients in.
It's the
I think
squeegee
it's
boy to council.
constructive.
It's the squeegee boy to councilman pipeline.
Yeah, dude. Brandon Scott was a squeegee boy.
Yes. Dude, he probably was.
No, but the
Fucking
funny thing about
scumbag.
this is the city probably really likes the squeegee boys because I guarantee you they make so much money off the red light cameras from people running through red lights so they don't have to stop at the red light and get their car
real.
dumped on.
Probably.
Fact.
I
dude.
swear to God. Because also, so speaking of Jared, that person that was really close to you had their bank account drained. There was another story that just happened a few days ago where same thing happened. They gave
It's been
the
happening
guy,
all the time.
dude, they stole $2,500 from this woman because she gave him her phone.
How much?
people are-
$2,500.
Yeah.
$2,500.
Yeah, I've heard,
People
I
are
heard
so
about.
fucking dumb. They're so not street smart. It's and
Well,
this
they're
has
very
been going on-
intimidating.
This has been going on for years, but like people just hand over the phone and be like, "Oh, I don't have cash on me. Oh, give me your phone. I'll request a Cash App," and then they'll just drain your account. Or
Well,
they'll
yeah.
a
Well,
lot of
it's
times this has always
yeah,
been
I mean,
happening
people have,
too.
some people are just too nice and too, or they're just worried that something's going to happen if they
Yeah,
don't.
that's the
So they're
that's
like,
the
all
worst
right,
thing.
and then they hand it over, and then next thing they know,
Or
the
a lot
money's
of
gone.
times this has happened. This
Wait,
goes
people
back
hand
10,
their phones
15
to
years.
a squeegee boy. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
or they'll ask like, "Hey, what time is it?"
Someone
They'll
I
just keep their
happen to
phone.
know.
Yeah, someone very close to Alex had this incident happen to them. So
Did you
Or
hear it?
people
Jared?
with, or they'll ask you for your phone, like, "Hey, what time is it?" And then you pull out your phone, they'll just grab your phone and run. Like it's gotten really bad in Baltimore with like these petty crimes that are just going on. And what was it in the group chat? We were saying like, yeah, maybe Rothbard was right. Maybe we need to unleash the cops, unleash the police.
that was Jared. That was Jared.
That was Jared.
After I read that story, and I was like, I'm feeling a little Rothbardian today.
No, I mean it was tongue in cheek. We were just
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, no,
we
but
were-
I mean, I think this is a good argument for why roads should be privatized, right?
yeah.
I mean, if you had private roads, then the roads owners, purveyors, could ensure that there were not people on their roads harassing their customers.
Yeah, if that was a gated community, you wouldn't have that problem.
Well, there
Right.
was another story today that I mean, it just happened, but like I guess last night there was an Uber Eats driver, and he was like picking up
Yes.
food,
Yeah.
and a squeegee boy, like he got out of his car. I guess he left it running. and a
Squeegee
squeegee
person,
boy-
please, Kyle.
Squeegee person, Kyle.
A squeegee person jumped in the car, and then the guy chased him and got dragged a little bit, and then the squeegee person ran into a wall or a gate with a dumpster behind it and wrecked the car. So we've had 3 incidents this week: the shooting, the woman getting her $2,500 stolen, and now a carjacking related to the squeegee workers. So yeah, it's
I feel like
a
there's just
problem.
a few. Could there just be a few of these squeegee persons giving the rest a bad name? Just like a
few bad apples.
of a
No.
noble,
No.
hardworking squeegee there.
No, and they the news was interviewing a group of them today, and I heard the interview, and the guy was like, "Well, I dropped out of high school in 9th grade." He was like, "They weren't teaching me anything. I didn't feel like it was going anywhere, so he dropped out." And
Well,
but
he's probably right.
Yeah,
He's probably
yeah.
right.
Was it a
but,
Baltimore
like,
City government school?
Yep.
yes,
course.
Probably.
yes. But I
Yeah,
mean,
they're
about
I
to
didn't like
try.
high school. I didn't really didn't know I had the option to drop out at the time, and I stuck it out. You got to get a diploma so that you can get a job.
Yeah, but the state of
Jobs
public
are for
schools in
losers.
Baltimore City are just, I mean,
Dude,
it's
half
pathetic.
of them are closed in like the later parts of the month because they don't have heat or sometimes they don't have no.
Couple
In
don't
the
have
wintertime,
AC.
Yeah, there's no AC.
say
and
they're
there's
not
no
open in the
heating in
summer.
the school. Yeah, I was gonna say, but towards the end of the summer, I constantly in like late May and early June, you'll hear us like, well, Baltimore City schools are closed today because there's no
Mean-
air conditioning.
Meanwhile, the
But
CEO
that's the best thing
of
you could hear for the kids. That's exactly what the kids need.
Yeah.
Close that shit.
Right.
down.
Meanwhile, the CEO of Baltimore City Schools makes like $500,000 a year or something like
Yeah,
that.
30.
It's ridiculous.
She just got a raise. She's been on the job for 7 years.
7 years.
Test scores have been going down steadily. Like all the test scores,
threw her a
basic
party.
metrics, like all these
How about
basic metrics. And she got a raise. She makes $367,000 a year as Baltimore City's CEO of public schools. But yet every year she's been on the job. So imagine like the private sector where every year you do worse and you still get a raise. Like
You go, yeah, it's
Makes sense.
impossible.
Your
You would go out of
Maybe we
business.
maybe we could negotiate. Be like,
Unless
look,
you're like a government contractor.
why don't
then
we say,
business is
like,
always
look,
good.
let's just agree that you get the money. Okay, we're stealing it from property owners, and then we're going to give it to you. That part we're going to agree. Okay, just leave the goddamn kids alone. Okay, do we have to send kids to them to be tortured, brainwashed, abused, etc.? Like, can we leave the kids out of this? Okay, yeah, get their grift.
Yeah.
But
she's made over 1 million in 5 years, but her students still can't read or do basic math. Like they graduate on maybe a 5th grade reading level at best.
It's time to bring back tarring and feathering.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
you know what? Listen, it comes down to the parents. Parents, if you're going to accept that for your kid, well,
Well, but
you know, what
these
does it
parents
say
are
about you
mostly
as-
absent. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
these parents are non-existent.
any parent that tolerates that is negligent and part of the abuse.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're not gonna find me disagreeing with that at all, but it's just the state of affairs. It's like, what are these kids getting? Like, they're not. I mean, it's clear the schools aren't helping, and the situation is just getting worse. And with the squeegee kids, and they've always been
That
called
squeegee
kids.
person,
All right,
probably the success story for that school. You know,
but now they're called squeegee. It's funny because now
Squeegee
this-
entrepreneur, please.
yeah,
That's-
he goes back is to inspire the next generation of squeegee persons.
well, the thing is like all of a sudden the news just started calling them squeegee workers. But, like they're not really working; they're just like extorting you.
Squeegee work
I mean-
is real work.
Because like
Oh, there's the title.
squeegee work is real work.
There's the title.
Oh shit.
But like they extort you. That's what
Yeah.
all it is extortion because like they'll get mad, like they'll punch your windshield if you don't pay them or you give them an
Yeah.
attitude or
Let's get
like
these guys into the police force where they can have a normal
See,
job.
contrast
doing
that
what
with
they
like
love.
the older sort of homeless guy that has like water bottles for sale. Those guys are fine, right? They come up to you, do you want a water bottle? No, okay, have a nice day. Like I've
Yeah.
never heard of anybody having an issue with the water bottle guys.
No.
Right.
And
You
you
know?
can make a
They don't
hustle.
touch your car.
And
What's
you
that?
can make
It's when they touch your car. The
Well, yeah.
squeegee, the
They don't-
squeegee
But it's not
boys-
like the water bottle guy like throws the water at your window and is like, "What the hell? Give me money."
They,
you know?
they spray your car without asking.
yeah,
They
come
start
right
exactly.
spraying your
Yep.
windshield.
Yeah, they have a way to like hook you in. It's the hook, and then you feel bad,
Right.
and you're like, "Oh, I guess I gotta," you know. I mean, of course, I don't feel bad, but like most people who aren't used to this shit feel bad, and then that's how
Well,
they
it
get
helps
you,
to
and then
have
they get your phone.
it helps to have a lifted truck. Number one, okay.
Also
They're
helps to
gonna
have a
hard
9
time
millimeter.
getting up there on the windshield, and then when they do, if they're up there reaching for that, they're going to be at a serious disadvantage.
Yeah.
So,
Well, apparently, it is illegal. It's illegal in Baltimore City to do this, and
Oh.
it's just that the
Well,
police aren't enforcing.
I guess
the
it
law.
magically stops then, right?
Right. It doesn't stop the police. The police aren't enforcing it, and like they had another clip where a police officer was like yelling at the squeegee kids to stop harassing drivers, and then he like left, and then they went right back to work. You know, so
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a
It-
politician, I think a state senator, who was harassed or something, and just recently, and he didn't even want to speak out against it. He was like, "Oh, they're just."
Well, I mean, what do you expect the cops to do? They're too busy planning evidence and killing their own. And
I was like, who's gonna run those guns to Philadelphia for crack? Okay.
Come
yeah,
on,
I mean,
it's a job, and
Wire,
someone's got to do it.
The Wire, and David Simon, you know, with We Own the City, did a great job of profiling all
Yeah.
these like interwoven pieces of Baltimore that make it such a broken city. but it's not just Baltimore, right? I mean, it's like this in a lot of cities across America. So
I feel like
100%.
Baltimore has it.
Cities
like
are
a
uninhabitable. Seriously, people, get the hell out. I can't even like. It just seems to get worse and worse. Crumbling
Yeah.
infrastructure in the most corrupt politicians that are just flaunt it. They don't. Nobody even cares. Cops abuse people, murder people in the streets.
mhm.
Like even the basic services they claim to provide are just not there. Like,
Yeah,
why?
trash. Like I'm telling my girlfriend, I'm like, Tara, you can literally win city council in your neighborhood if you just pick up the fucking trash on time. Because during
Philly
COVID,
is basically a giant
Yeah.
trash pile.
yeah,
Like, there's
during
no-
COVIDs, like they would have workers call out for like a week or two, and because of their union, so there'd be 2-3 weeks straight where there was no trash collection, and
Mm.
it would have been better off in her neighborhood. There's this one kid, Jamal, who goes around. I would hire that kid. He goes around picking up the neighbors, helping out, to take, cleaning up the neighborhood.
yeah,
I hire
Jamal.
that kid in a heartbeat. Then the fact
See,
that
that's a real hustle right there, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that episode of It's Always Sunny when the trash pickup goes on strike, so they decide to start picking up trash as a hustle.
Right.
Did you ever see that
seriously.
episode?
No.
But they're wearing like suits and they're going around like picking up everyone's trash.
What do they do
yeah.
with it?
I honestly forget. I just remember like that part of it. It's been so long since I've seen
Dude,
it.
Always Sunny
Sorry.
is fucking great. I can't believe it's still going strong. But
I don't know about strong, but it's
well, it's still
still
going. But yeah, it's crumbling in the cities. Get out. I need to start.
Yeah, what's going to happen in the cities if the money runs out? Right. Think
Oh
about
my
how many
God.
dependent people are there. What
Oh,
happens
yeah.
to all the if their welfare check doesn't come 1 month, right? Or food stamp system goes down.
Oh, and that
over to
happens.
CBDC. Who knows?
Remember, it was a couple years ago. They said it was a glitch, but it was the EBT card system, and it happened at a couple grocery stores in the Baltimore area, and like people were just left the fucking carts, just walked out, just left the shit. Like all the grocery store workers had to like reshelve, restock everything because it was a couple hours, and they said it was just a glitch. I think it was just a test run to see like how much of an epic collapse it could be if, God forbid, that happens. But anyway.
yeah.
I bet those EBT systems run through like the credit card companies.
Oh, they totally do because it's just So speaking of that, apparently the interwebs in Canada went down. Rogers, I guess they're the biggest internet provider up there. That happened over this past weekend. Oh no, we lost Babs.
No.
He was having glitches this whole time.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he might have got predator droned.
Back.
But yeah, anyways, what other topics? There were some other happenings this week. We got Hunter's laptop is
That happened today. I woke
we're
up
getting
this morning
all the hits
to notifications of my Weepy post, and in between there were videos and links about the 4chan leak or whatever of his iCloud wing, where there's all sorts of crazy fucking pictures and videos coming out of that. My God. I mean, he's like, dude, blowjobs and drugs, and
dude, he's
That gets
fucking
around.
done, man. Arguing with the
Dude,
hooker about how much crack he's weighing it on the scale, and he's argued with this prostitute.
He's just living his best life, man.
How about this, Jared? Play this first video. This happened. Well, not the first. It's the second one, but apparently he was giving a speech about gun control somewhere, and a protester confronted
Hunter
him
Biden
about-
was?
No.
Joe.
Yeah, Dementia Joe. And
oh my God.
Imagine Hunter Biden giving a
Dude,
speech.
his speech, you guys, his speech. I mean, like, also, dude, like his speech where he read the line.
Oh.
He
read the line.
Yeah.
Repeat quote.
We gotta play the video. Let's just play it.
Well, find me the other one, but here's this one.
Chris, on dealing with gun violence.
What do you think about Hunter?
Because make no mistake, sit down, you'll hear what I have to say. If
What
you
do you
think
think about Hunter, your son? There's a video of him arguing with a hooker about how much crack he has. What do you think about that, Mr. President?
okay, because make no mistake
That guy
about
looks kind of cool.
Chris,
Yeah. Baseman bun. He just he just called him out in the middle of his speech, like "fuck you." What about
Dude,
your
and
crackhead
then
son?
and then security comes over to harass him. Like,
Of course.
But and then
fuck
in that
that.
same speech, he was referring to the Stoneman Douglas, the fall shooting where the cops were scared to go in. Typical. It seems to be the route that
Dude,
school
they had him
shootings.
they had him in the crosshairs, and they asked
Yeah.
permission to shoot and kill the dude who was murdering children, and they were like, "No, don't kill him."
No, that doesn't go along with Project Orion
wait, what?
protocols.
What? There's evidence of this?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. A sharpshooter had the guy in his crosshairs, and he asked for permission to take the shot, and he was told, "Do not take the shot."
That goes against Project Orion protocols.
Wow.
That's not how.
What was
Yeah.
the reasoning given? Because like it wasn't safe, or
I
they
don't
weren't
know.
sure it was the right guy.
But
They were
you're-
afraid a kid would die.
So Biden,
Yeah.
so Biden's getting harassed by his crackhead, by a guy trolling his speech and calling him out on his crackhead son. But in that same speech, he said the Stoneman Douglas High School school shooting of 1918. It's like, wow, you can't even read the monitor.
It says
Like
that was the father of a teen who was killed in Parkland. So the guy with the bun, his son was killed in Parkland, actually.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Marjorie
Yes, that's-
Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, 1918. 17 dead, 17 injured. Marjorie
What the-
Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland,
What
Florida,
the fuck?
1918.
Those
17 dead,
beady,
17
squinty
injured.
eyes.
Good lord.
God, that is
He's
like where's
just
the
reading it
banjo?
wrong.
What's the red ribbon mean? Is that gun violence or something?
Blood.
Here,
Probably.
Blood on his hands.
play this one. Play this one. I'm sending it over. Play that.
Don't tell me
This
what
is-
to do.
I will tell you what to do. This
Yeah,
is a great one.
he's-
This is from
This is
week.
his downfall. This is the exit strategy, how they're going to take Biden down.
It's
All
so
right.
depressing. Like every bullshit status lie we've been taught as kids about how like the reputation of the president and they're so smart and great, and it's like I know that, but can you imagine a status like the amount of mental gymnastics here? Play this.
And cast a ballot is consistently higher than the percentage of the men who do so. End of quote. Repeat the line. Women are not without electoral and or political or maybe precise, not and or political power. That's what I
Let
was
him-
saying.
he
Look
needs
at
to
the
be
guy on the
this
right
guy,
trying
like,
not to laugh.
Oh my God, dude, look at them. They're just like, they're like,
I don't think the court, or for that matter, the Republicans, power.
Let's hear this
It
again.
is noteworthy.
Kamala
that the
knows how to
percentage of
handle these
women who
situations.
register
She's
to
been
in
vote
so
and
many
cast
of
a
them. She
ballot
just
is
stares
consistently
straight ahead.
higher than the percentage
the
of the
smile
men
over
who
here.
do so. End of quote.
Here.
Repeat the line. Women are not without.
dude, he's trying to keep
line.
a straight face, and he's just like, I can't believe he fucking said that. Like he was about to crack a full-on smile. You could just tell. Like,
Right.
What
He's
the
not as
fuck?
experienced as Kamala, who was able to stone face it.
oh shit,
Oh
dude. I
my
think
God.
this is the takedown.
How do you bounce back from that? God damn. Literally, the media is just carrying this dude through his presidency. They carried him through the election. Now they're carrying him through the presidency. They are holding so much water. My God. This dude is such a fucking bozo clown. He makes George Bush look like Stephen Hawking. Like, like this is so goddamn
Yeah,
ridiculous.
George knows a thing about building demolition.
But like it's just out of this world, man. Like I like it's one thing like I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore. I just like it's every day he has something like this, and we're just supposed to be like, it's fine.
Dude, let me ask you this
It's
question.
normal.
Let me ask you this question. If we were living in a clown world simulation, how would it be any different than what our universe is like?
How would it be different from that video?
Uh-oh.
From that
All right,
video?
that's a key question.
How would it be different?
I don't know.
I feel
sounds
like
like
we'd have
something that-
better script writing. I feel like
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know. I don't know. I'm hoping
Wow.
next season's better.
Right. Well, let's talk. Let's ponder these questions.
Need
in
to fire the
after
writing
hours.
room.
Let's take this conversation to the after hours where we can
Ooh.
discuss further, and then we can play videos of politicians being assassinated, and we could
Oh,
we
yeah.
could play the video of Hunter's clip show.
oh
with the-
yeah,
And we
Holy
can openly
shit.
Oh,
gloat.
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
good stuff.
yeah. But
That's the good stuff.
appreciate you guys coming on again, and if you guys want to hear this podcast, You think to yourself, how do I do that? Well, for as little as $3 a month, you guys can sign up for our Patreon, and you get the whole access to the backlog of catalog. Good Lord. Don't drink, children. You get the whole back catalog of shows, and you get to hear this one we're going to record right after this one. And if you guys don't like using Patreon, we understand. Go to prlfans.com and find other ways to donate to the show. And we also have t-shirts for sale over at libertariancountry.com. They have plenty of Liberty t-shirts. Go pick up like 7 of them. But make sure you use our code PRL or PRL podcast for a 10% discount. And use the code PRL2 and you get yourself a 20% discount if you spend $50 or more. So until next time, live free
or die.